Camera's very much in the wrong place. That'll do. Sure, we'll go with that. Hello everybody. Yeah. It's been a while. I know. Video is actually almost done. Hoping this week. I've been doing some stuff. I've been doing some things. I'll wipe it briefly. There we go. That'll do. Smudge on the lens. What did I come back here for? Right, I needed andesite. So, I am in the process of building a big farm. I've done the power supply for it, which I will show briefly in a moment. I have plenty of things. What farm? It's in process. I'm not going to spoil the farm part, but I will show the other bits. Also, I will yoink a bunch of iron while I'm here because I'm running low. I have just finished an absolutely hilariously over-the-top steam engine, which I'm very pleased with. And basically today I want to work on getting some toolboxes filled, because I'm constantly grasping for like just bits, and yeah, it's really not, it's not great. So I'm gonna need a bunch of andesite, which that'll do with that. Why is this stopped? Oh, it's got no lava. Fair enough. I do also, I'm not going to do this today. I need to come down here and fix this because for whatever reason, 2 of my gantries have just ceased to exist. So I need to fix that. Well, mostly it's working fine. Yeah, I just needed the andesite. So I'm going to need about 7 billion andesite alloy today. Oh god, what's this? Oh, it's that, okay. Fine. Also, Twitch follower goal. Oh shit, yeah, I need to turn that off. I can also probably, actually... No, I can turn all of that off, I think. No, I need that one on. What's that? Yeah, that's the text, okay. Which means... Right, let's just scoot the camera up. In fact, you know what I might do? Because I need 2 different camera things, really. So if I duplicate my camera, right, and I take this one and I unlock this one, we'll just put this one in the top. And that way, whenever I need to do stuff, I can just bam, bam. I can change its position very easily. Okay. This is definitely cam Twitch. Wait, which one's this? Yeah, cam YT. I'm delaying the inevitable. Why do they have a blue name? Because they're moderators. That is why. Right, yes. So I kind of want to semi-automate the andesite alloy a little bit. So like I've got my basins and stuff, but so I don't have to just keep throwing it in every 2 minutes. I'm gonna just do some jank to set this up real quick. So what we'll do is let's grab some depots. In fact, you know what? Not even a depot. I'm gonna use a belt for this. I'll repair all of this afterwards. This is all just very temporary. Let's do a... Sure, that'll do. Chuck a funnel into it. Ew, that's gonna block that, isn't it? Yeah, okay, that needs to go one more across then. Okay, and then 2 more depots. I guess we'll just throw these, like, whatever, there. Some chutes. And then some more barrels. That's not chutes. Literally just going to do the worst automation in the world real quick. We'll just stock these full. And just make loads of alloy. And how's it going, Toad? Welcome, dude. Okay. Beep, beep, beep. Yep, that'll do. And then we just need some mechanical arms. I have one. If we just say take, deposit, it'll do all of them. Just stick it there, sure. That can just do its thing, sure. And we just gotta make the belt go. Is that for a farm? I'm getting there, don't worry. I get in there. How do I hook this up? You know what? Cog? That's going, a chain drive then. So I want it to go that way. That'll do. Oh, goodbye, wandering trader. Yep, that's just gonna like semi-automate this for us. While we're here, let's throw in a handful more logs to strip. Andrew, how's it going? Normally just do a video watch of a solo stream. Yeah, you know, I'm the same actually. Not very often I actually hang out in streams, but I do it now and then. Mostly to my fellows content creators. I join their stream and people are like, oh my god, hi Skeege, and then I just start causing chaos. But yes, so that's going to get that on the go. We're going to need about 70 million planks as well for all the cogs. I'm going to need many casings. So we'll get... That's a hole. This place is going to be nightmarish for a while to get around, so you'll have to bear with. I designed this to be a manual workshop with no automations really, so design error there. I will show y'all what I've been working on. So the industrial area has begun. The train line, don't talk about that, Death, is now completely done as well. It comes all the way through. There's a tunnel, this bridge. Did I finish this bridge? Well, so I finally installed pre-camp. I didn't finish that bridge. Whoops. Oh well. There was a very temporary moss farm here. There was a lot of other temporary farms, which I have not yet... Well, which I have removed. But basically, I needed to make a lot of biofuel, which this stuff is great because, well, it superheats blaze burners for 20 minutes at a time for a single bucket. It's incredible. It's great. You make it with cinder flour, pretty easy. Just go mining for Netherite for like 2 minutes. Got all of it you need. Sugar, again, not too bad. I didn't know you could mill it for double output, so that was easy. It was like a few stacks. And then the biomass, this is why I built the moss farm, because you have to mix, well, biomass and seed oil, which again, just seeds, so spam some bone meal, not a problem. Had to make a very awful moss farm to get this to work really, but did its job. Probably going to take that down. I'm going to run it a little bit longer because I want a bit more moss backed up, but basically I did it to make this. This right here is a bottomless supply of biofuel, of which we are using to superheat 8 level 18 steam engines. Currently, most of them are disabled because if I run around and I turn all of these on, there's a significant frame rate impact that I'm already feeling. Oh boy. Yep, the game is struggling looking at this one. It's pretty bad. All in all, when you connect all of these together, it is 2.4 million stress units, because each one is 300k, and I have 8 of them. So I've had to add temporary switches, well, switches to the water pumps, because it's the easiest way to just disable them, just to turn them off, because otherwise they are make a bottomless supply. It's like lava. Yeah, I've done some trickery here. So there's a trick in that if I just grab a bit of glass and a bucket, that'll do. So I've only filled the top layer here. This isn't a full source, so it goes all the way down. Like, this is filled with biofuel, but there's a trick with it where flowing counts towards the bottomless thing. So, for example, if I built up like a tube here, like 4 tall, I put one source here, right? The hose pulley, even though there's only one lava source block that has flowed downwards, so it's only one source, the hose pulley will read it as 4 blocks worth of liquid. So realistically, all you need to do is fill the very top layer and just let it flow down. Which means that I only had to make like 121 buckets of this stuff, which was still pretty gnarly. This stuff is difficult to make. I think I worked it out, like even just 121 buckets, I think I needed like about 10 stacks of seeds, about 7,000 moss. Like, it was loads and loads and loads of stuff to do it, but it got there in the end. I kind of hodgepodged my way through it. But with that trick, I was able to make an infinite source of biofuel, which also, it's worth noting that as standard, it doesn't become an infinite source. You have to change the bottomless fluid mode to allow all, because normally it's on this allow by tag. So you have to change this to allow all, and then it will work. But it's still really funny that you can make an infinite source of biofuel. Didn't need to fill the 10 tanks? No, you just gotta do the top layer and let it flow down. It took me shockingly long to learn that fact as well, to be fair. I was doing the math for how much stuff it would take to make 10,000 buckets of biofuel. And it was like, I was looking at hundreds of thousands of items and like millions of moss for the biomass and stuff, so really glad I remembered that trick exists. But yes, I have bottomless supply of biofuel. This does its thing insanely well. And then the next part of the video is going to be actually building the farm. But before I can do that, I'm going to go on a bit of a resource crafting bender and just fill up toolboxes as much as I can to hopefully make it go a bit easier. But obviously that's very resource intensive and a bit of a pain. So I figured, why not do it on a stream? It might take me an hour. It might take me 5 hours. I do not know. I will see how much I can get done. But hopefully with superheat blaze burners with it. The biofuel is from Create Crafts and Additions, and then you have to give it a straw, which is just made with bamboo, to allow them to have a liquid input. Yes, we need to get on the grind here, because I'm going to need so many andesite casings. I'm going to have to keep them going. This is done. More shafts, very good. Just trying to think how many stacks of wood this can take. Because it's 6 stacks per log, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. That should fill the chest with planks. And then I suspect I'm probably going to need a lot of sheets and stuff. So we'll get this iron on the go. I do have to be kind of careful with the iron situation. It's not great at the moment, honestly. But it should be okay. I've got more redstone than I know what to do with, so I'm not worried about that in the slightest. Again, alloy should be fine. So I think what I'll start with... every possible thing. I'm still not on that update, actually. I don't dare update my pack. I have played with the new stuff, and it is really cool, but... yeah, I don't dare at the moment. So it's 16 alloy for a stack for... well, 16 alloy for crushing wheels. It makes 2, so I've got 8 stacks. Oh god. 8. That'll make me a stack of them, I think. Then I'll need a stack of stone, 4 stacks of this. Do I really want to sit here and handcraft an entire stack of these? Not particularly. You know what I can do, actually? Make it a bit easier on myself, is if I just rip out the back. Replace this afterwards. We do the connecty stuff. Where we like hook up the panels to all be going as one. My wrenches are in here. So if we... no, it's not there. It's there. It is probably actually quicker for me to just automate this, but... the RoboBee mod? Oh god. That sounds like something that would horrendously impede my schedule. Yeah, that works. That does speed up the process significantly. If I do that actually, and I can just bam, 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 bam. Yeah, the new Frogport stuff is... it's not very intuitive. I will give it that. But when you get used to it, it is great. Oh. Oh. What's happened there then? Okay. Don't know what happened there. The frogs are good though. Yeah, we set up a little like mail system using it, like just as a very basic test, but I can definitely see the appeal in it. Oh god damn it. And again. We're also going to play the game today of will my stream get copyright striked again? Because the answer is normally a yes. It always happens. Every single stream I've done on this channel has been copyright struck. Even though I'm listening to a copyright-free playlist. It's just like, ah, fella. Get effed. Be striked? Music in the background. Even when, like, Summit says it's copyright free, it never is. There's always, like, just a song in there which is copyright, and then it's a whole thing. But I don't monetize my streams anyway. Not here on YouTube anyway, like, I don't have ads on. And even after the fact, when it gets uploaded as a VOD afterwards, I don't put ads on them either way. As it's just not worth it, honestly. But I don't really mind. Uh oh, that's wrong. Because I'm going to be honest, there is nothing that irritates me more when I'm like, you know what? I'm going to watch a Twitch stream. Like, you know, somebody streaming or whatever, and then I click on the stream and then I just get an ad, and it's like, well, I'm just not going to watch that, am I? Because it frustrates me so much, I would not subject y'all to that. I think I overestimated the amount of wood I needed. In my head, it was 8 planks, not 4. I don't know why. Same with the stone. I did a stack and I only needed 32. Anyway, last ones. And that's a stack of crushing wheels. Right. I do want to color code these. So we'll have one for like redstoney bits. I need some orange dye. So pipes and stuff. In fact, I can do with renaming them too. Do I have an anvil in here? No, there's one out here though, isn't there? So we'll go pipes and... You know, actually, I'm better off just searching. You know what? We'll just call this one pipe work. This is going to be the orange boy. We'll have 2 brown ones for like cogs and stuff, or like item routing. I should just bring that anvil in here. Wait, that's okay. Redstone control. Okay, and then do light grey for cogs slash, what would you call it? Like, it's like cogs and shafts and ways of moving power around. Fuck it, I'll just put cogs and belts, whatever. I'll do for now. We'll do item management. This will be like, you know, I'll just do funnels and chutes. That'll do. Yes, because I want charcoal briquettes. I want that. Right, custom recipe time. What is that recipe? It's getting removed. Spelunkery. Recipe ID Spelunkery Wait, no. We want this one. Charcoal lump. That recipe is about to get removed. Y'all are about to get a very quick class in how to Cube.js, which is aka copy and paste the thing and then save it. Where is it? There. Bam. Right. This is not what I want. No, I don't want a new file. Let's open removed recipes. You know, I'm just gonna copy paste. I can't even be bothered to type it out. It was Spelunkery charcoal lump. That was it, right? Wasn't it? Charcoal lump, and then charcoal from lump. I might as well remove them both. Sorry for the black screenings. I tab between. We'll just save that, head back in. I'll put game cap back on. And then we just do a slash reload. And then game freeze. No errors, excelente. So now if I do charcoal, ta-da! Recipe removed. Easy. No, I want that. That's going to be funnels and chutes and belts and things. So we'll do, in this one, this will be chutes, smart chutes, funnels. So we'll have that and that and that and that, and then we'll put some tunnels in there too. Not that I have many of those, but I just want the item placeholders. What else? What goes with that? So I guess I could actually put weighted ejectors in there. I don't know. It's all the add-on stuff. Wait, I know I need to do create. There we go. Kind of like item transporty kind of stuff. That's all. Oh, mechanical arms, of course. Mechanical arm, let's just make... I don't have any of those. Well, this is done, so... we'll just cannibalize that one. Okay. Let's do... cogs. Large, regular, and then we'll put... oh, they only got 256? I thought they held more than that. Ooh. Okay. Okay, well this one will have cogs, those, gearboxes. I'm not going to put vertical stuff in, because you can just kind of craft those on the fly. So I don't feel the need for those, so I'll just put normal gearboxes in parallel. That'll do for that. I realise I put belts in this one, I really shouldn't have. They don't need to be in there. Belts should be in this one. Yeah, maybe I will put weighted ejectors in that then. I'm gonna need so many cogs. Right, you know what? Just dump everything in for now. Craft as we go. Okay, and then bam, a couple of these. No, I want to make a large cog, please. Oh, where's that? Fill that up. And then we'll do a stack of gearboxes. How do you make these again? That's that and a big cog, okay. Yeah, sure. Pop them in there and then we'll do that with them. Oh, of course they've got in that slot. Yeah, right, that makes sense. I'd like a stack of at least everything, but sure. Shoots, let's do quite a few of. I need brass sheets. Got one in there, so I'll do that and make it a stack. How's the electron tube supply? Pretty bad. Okay. Quartz supply also pretty bad. Okay. So we need quartz. Shouldn't be awful. Let's just do it the lazy way. Okay, throw this in the haunter and then wash it. Ah, get in there. My hair is looking very magical, I see. I mean, actually, you know what? We'll put these in. Why do you not go in the slot I want you to go in? Just go in there. Thank you. Those are done. This will be done. Yeah, good enough. Let me wash. I could just go mine some quartz, but I'm being lazy. Oh, the iron. Right, yes, I need to deal with that. Get that smelting. I'm gonna need it. Oh boy. This is getting expensive real fast. I've just thought I've got so many machines to make as well, like all their components, and oh god, it's gonna be horribly expensive. Yeah, I'm gonna need so much casing. Let's just shove this back in. And replace our floor. Okay, next lot. That'll do all that. This is all done. That's loads of quartz, that'll do. Electron tubes, so just go bam, bam, bam. Make 2 stacks for now. 3 stacks. 4 stacks. Why not? Treat yourself. And a really neat trick with this is you can do them on this. For some reason the shift click on this doesn't work. So you do kind of have to have a macro to get it done quickly, but it's also loads of XP. But it gets it done real quick. Sure, we'll go with that, and then we'll go with that, and then some shoots. Wrong way. That's a stack of smart shoots done. The one thing I know I'm short on is kelp. We are going to have to go on a fat kelp run. Because I'm going to need belts as well, and they are not the most fun thing in the world to do. Might as well make that a stack. Is there any other kind of parts that I use a lot? I do use Petrol's parts quite a bit. Like, I do like... What is that hydronic? What is that? What? What does this do? Oh. Oh, okay. It's basically just transfer power from A to B. Doesn't matter where from. Okay. How do you make those? I want some of those. Okay. They are that expensive. Oh, that feels bad. Well, back on the cog grind it is. So I fear I'm going to need about 7 billion precision mechanisms today. Also, you know what? Let's get some more planks on the go. No way I'm out of shafts. What? Really? Okay. Well, I'm just going to handcraft these because I can't be bothered to wait. Kind of like Jenga maze. Yeah. That's neat. A bunch of iron nugs. Oh, I got 27 in here already. 18 gold sheets, sure. We'll throw those in. Because I'm going to need these for rotation speed controllers and all of that jazz as well. Do I spend all my brass on this? Yeah, why not? How much alloy are we sitting on? A few thousand. A couple more of these on the go. I'm going to need so much andesite casing today, it's unreal. Well, I'll make... Didn't want to make 27 of them, but I guess we're rolling with that now. I guess I'll round it up to 32. Do I put these in here? They do make more sense to me in this box, I guess. Yeah, and then I guess I will make a handful of these hydraulic thingies and we'll put them in there with this as well. Sure. Right, we need to go out back actually. I need to undo this. I also actually need to repair this wall, now that I think about it, but I'll do that later. Sure. Will I remember to do it later? That's the question. Probably not. Oh, I missed one. That's easy enough. Right, so, hydraulic transmissions. What shape do we need? Like that. Slot covers. Okay. Just make a bunch of them. So it's like that. So if this makes 4 at a time, I'll do 16 of them, 4 crafts worth, so just need like 8 pipes, 8 of these, because it's 2 per. I'm gonna need brass, more brass, forge, okay. Hello, motorbike outside. I wonder if that picks up. Does my mic pick up that bike outside? Probably does, to be fair. Oh well. My window is very open right now. Very faintly. Nah, good enough. As long as it's not like deafening. Also, how's it going, Dio? I am doing good. The endless crafting grind doth continue. You know what, actually? Let's not in my inventory. I'll have to do it sideways, but... I'm doing it sideways here. Yeah, so 4 crafts each, that's gonna be like that. I'm gonna need 4 water buckets, some hogs that I'm yet again run out of. You know, I'm just gonna steal them out of here. It's those, and then the brass sheets will go there, and there, and then it's just water buckets, which I actually already have, surprisingly enough. Okay, I was very wrong. I had it the wrong way around. Bam, 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 bam. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bam, bam. Working, understandable. I mean, technically I'm working right now as well. It's just that I imagine my job is a lot more fun. What am I missing? Oh, water bucket, right. That would do it. That side, yes. Do this full time? To be fair, I say that I don't do this full time. No, not even close. I actually don't think I would be able to do YouTube full time. I would lose my mind. I actually like going to work. It gives me something to do. Oh, that's nice. It gives me all my buckets back. Okay. I want to check these things out. They look really cool. So, like, say I wanted to connect that cog to, I don't know, this cog over here. Do I literally just go place another one to connect? Right. Okay. I don't understand how this works. Maybe it's just because of the angle. What if I do them like this? Right. Yes, I hate the core gameplay, the mechanic of create. Make almost any connection. Okay. Might need a... is there a connector? What is this from? It's from... Petrol's parts. No, there's nothing else for it. I do not understand how this works. Right click it in your hand, maybe? Maybe. Well, I assume this is the part that connects, right? I can click them with a wrench to rotate them, but not... That just picks them up. Maybe, I don't know, a belt? Because my assumption would be it would be like a mechanical arm where you set the destination and stuff. I do not comprehend. I will figure that out another time, but they are made, so they are going in the tubs. In they go. Right, so redstone control. This one's going to be easy enough. That's just going to be some clutches. I'm not making a stack of these. I might make a few more of these actually, because I do use these. Gear shifts. I don't use these really at all, so we won't do as many. So clutch, gear shift. Definitely want a few sequenced ones, but not too many. Maybe just 8 of those. And then probably like some of these sorts of things. Oh, of course they're brass. Okay. What does a sequence pulse generator do? That looks complicated. Let's say from timed list of instructions. Ah, okay, so it's programmable. Ah, they might be kind of useful actually. Oh, okay, never mind. I don't want to make those. They look awful. No, thank you. Pulse extenders. Shows the connecting points. Maybe I might just need to update the mod, maybe, or something. Oh, but I do want some of these actually. They would be good. How hard are these? Okay. Well, let me clear all this crap out of here then. There's all kinds of junk behind them as well, though, isn't there? I need to learn not to fill these up too much because they're a pain to empty out. Right, so I'm probably only going to make like 4 of them because when am I ever going to use these? But it's like, I'll probably make a handful of these 3 times. Say 24. And we'll try 8 of them. And press, gold sheets. Also, Tuscan, how's it going? Right, so what was it first? It was those, and then those, and then those. I will need to actually automate these at some point, because my pack has some questionable recipes, but yeah. I'll just flung that everywhere. So, yeah, this is the kind of thing we're dealing with later down the line, to make applied and logistic stuff. It's a bad time. Yeah. So this is a custom thing I made myself. A netherite mechanism is tons of netherite, vanadium. Like this stuff is... How do you get this again? I crush basalt for that. You know, like brass, springs, vanadium, scrap, netherite ingots, they are... But these will always... They'd have no failure, like, thing. So you're not going to waste the resources. They will always complete, which I figured was a nicety given the other recipes. So, like, the drilling machines and stuff are a yikers to make. A lot of very endgame materials. But that's because, you know, these effectively give you infinite resources. They should be hard to make. They require endgame stuff. So, you know, feels more than fair. Right, well there's 4 of those. What are the bits and bobs is the but like the challenge? Yeah, well you kind of have to farm stuff to make them. But once you get them, you've got infinite resources. That's the trade-off. You know what, if I just search redstone maybe. Redstone links, better not forget about those. And contacts. They would be helpful. Yeah, I'll just make a stack of those, sure, because I do actually use those. And we're out of iron sheets. Oh boy, what a surprise. Brass links. Yeah, I'm tempted to change the recipe in my pack so they are the same as the new update, where they take andesite casing instead, because they're pretty expensive. I mean, I don't really care that much, to be fair, but just be how it be. Sure, we'll go with that. That's that box done. Now, pipes. We can do this one pretty easily. Pretty sure in here, for whatever reason, yeah, I've got like 57 pumps. Don't know where they came from, but I'm sure glad they exist. So we'll do pumps there, pipes in that one, smart pipes. Sure, I'll only do 4 because I don't really use those very often. Tanks, I've only got a few left, we're going to need more. And here comes the barrel crafting. Oh boy, I'm going to need so many barrels, especially for like vaults and everything. Rage. Okay, barrels, that'll do. That'll do on tanks. What's amazing? There's so many. Unironically, it's a long list. I actually might set up an automated barrel crafter attached to the wood farm, you know. It's that bad. I hate it that much. Genuinely tempted. I think the kelp journey's got to begin as well. Before I do that, let's do some mechanical arms. These are not the cheapest in the world. I do sometimes use them. I don't need too many. Maybe 16 be a good number, but I honestly don't know if I have the stuff to even make that many. But we'll find out, I suppose. What we'll do is I'll split this up. I know I probably could have crushed that for the XP, but I don't care enough. It's fine. Coal. And cook. Well, I only need to make 15 actually, because I've already got one. So there's that. Let's do a whole bunch of precision mechanisms, because again, always need them. That's... Well, it's got another 5 stacks in the hopper behind it, so they'll be fine. Iron nuggets more than fine. That's the wrong chest. This is like weirdly mesmerizing. I do enjoy it quite a lot. Yeah, they're starting to come through now. What was I after? Brass, yes. If I want them, I'm gonna need 45 sheets. Alloy, I've got all that, I've got, cool. Come on, just need one more, there we go. Brass sheets. Dean. Okay, that's those. And then, I don't really know what to put in the top of this one. Because obviously we've got rotation speed things in this one. Unless there's something else. I could put in this instead. I mean, it may be smart in this one. In one of these. Actually, you know what? I should have put stockpile switches and stuff in this. They can go in a storage one, actually. So let's grab another toolbox. We'll make this one cyan, why not? This will be storage. So in this one, we're going to put, not called stockpile switches anymore, they're called threshold switches. I do that all the time. No brass casing. You know what, sod it, I'm just going to make a stack of them. Why not? Yeah, today's stream is going to be 90% stood in this exact room, just crafting stuff. Not hopefully the most exciting thing in the world, but it does need to be done. So at least I'm losing my mind on camera for everybody to enjoy, at least. Didn't want to make 50 of those. I thought it would make like not that many. Oh man, that actually feels pretty bad. Bruh. They're not called content observers anymore, are they? Well, I wanted more of those, but guess not anymore. Storage, obviously, is going to have vaults in it. That. We'll put some... we'll just put some chests in it. Hello? Why can't I take these chests out? Do they just not exist in there, or? Okay. Weird. Put some chests in, we'll put some barrels in. You know what, actually, yeah, put them there, and then I'll put some of the limited barrels, these ones. These chests just don't exist in the storage, that's so weird. Is that not how they are? Limited barrel. How do you make them? Oh, it's a redstone torch, not a chest. Oh, I see. Yeah, well, I'm out of those as well, so great. Okay. Daff stack, that'll do. Right, so that's that. We probably want some display links and display boards, maybe? No, because then I'd want, like, Nixie tubes and all that jazz, so they probably... Then again, if I'm doing that, do I really need chests in there? I don't think so. So we'll put them in. And we'll put a handful of these in. Like there. And then we'll just change this to storage / display. Because normally you use like these with this stuff anyway, so it makes sense to me. Brass stuff, we'll make a handful more casing. I am slowly running out of resources though. I can see the numbers dwindling. The slice is going in the wrong way.
C terminal. Narrator off.
No, thank you, narrator. Oh god, mechanical crafters. I forgot. You need to make those. God, there's so many things to make, and I don't want to do any of them. What was I making? Oh, these. Copper sheets, really? I thought I had loads of those. Oh. Tell you what though, it is getting warm in my office here today. Oof. For whatever reason, England has decided to be hotter than it's ever literally been. So we are baking to death currently, and let me tell you, I do not deal with heat very well at all. I am not a man that enjoys hot weather. And I am not dealing with it particularly well. I feel like there's more we could put in this. Maybe we put like just bits, like the basins in there. We'll just dump these in. You know what we could actually do with putting in here would be some like casing. So like maybe we'll put in a handful of those. You know, I'll round off the copper casing to Oh, wait, no, I'm stupid. I need to put these in still. I need to do spouts and drains and stuff, so they can come out. So spout, drain, creates. Just do create. What copper stuff is there? Steam engines need to go in there. A fluid valve. Maybe valve handles would be kinda handy. You know, let's do another stack of these because I do get through them. Because they do actually use item drains to move items around, like not just to drain stuff. I almost never use them for that actually. I use them to like roll items across like we done at the back. So we'll have drains there. Guess I don't really need that. I don't think I can avoid it any longer. I think I've actually got to go and get kelp. Ugh. It's the one farm I never build, and it always comes back to bite me. I never build a kelp farm. And I don't know why. It gets me every single playthrough. But I just never do it. We're going to need those. So spouts and drains, casing, fluid tanks, and then we'll go with some valve handles actually, because I do occasionally use these for stuff, so it'd be kind of nice to have some on hand. I think that's that one done. I think we were happy with that one. That just needs some belts. That just needs funnels. I'd call that one not quite done. I want to put some more vaults in there. So we'll get some of them going. We've got the barrels, we just need to wait for the plates. So, ocean. Is this the one with the magnet upgrade? Let's pick up. I swear I had a backpack with a magnet upgrade. I guess I just used this with the pickup actually. Yeah, so if I turn that on and then just have the magnet on me, it kind of does the same thing. I'll just make one of these quickly. Because I do have a back tank on me, so... how quickly can you actually move if you have diving boots? I think it might actually be quicker to swim. Maybe if you put depth stride on them, actually they might be good, but... I am also aware that y'all probably can't see a lot. I will attempt to point towards the sky so you actually have some context of light. Because we all know that lovely YouTube bitrate that turns anything remotely dark into just invisible. Wait, does there... Oh, that's cool. Diving helmet removes fog. That I did not know. Okay. I think I probably want kelp-wise, maybe... I want enough to make 2 stacks of belts, which is 12 stacks. Plus probably a good stack or 2 of like funnels and stuff like that. So if we say, I mean, each of these is 8 stacks, so 8, 16, maybe double what we've got now, and then that'll be enough. Oh, there's a really dense bit there. That looks good. Destroying the natural landscape for my own personal gain. Right, let's grab all of this, and I think this should probably be enough. I might need a bit more actually, because I need to make some elevator pulleys at some point. Then again, they shouldn't be too bad actually. They only need a block. Yeah, that should be enough. Whatever. That'll do. Put this stuff away. I need the kelp out of that backpack. Yeah, that should do, honestly. And we're going to put it in the cooker, not the smelter. We're not going to make that mistake again. I've made that mistake one too many times. Come back to my lovely dried kelp, only to find out it has been completely incinerated. Because I did, in fact, put it in the wrong thing. Yeah, I could set up a farm, to be fair. It wouldn't be the worst idea, but I'm in the process of starting my kind of industrial area, so maybe that's, like, we can just do some hilariously sized farms over there. Bam bam, 2 stacks of belts. That's that'll do. And then, obviously, these way around. That and that makes tunnels. And then funnels. No brass. Uh-oh. How's the zinc supplies? Uh-oh. That's really not ideal. Okay, we're out of zinc. How do I get a lot of zinc in a very short space of time? Which one is it? It's blue, isn't it? Azurine. Is there any azurine deposits underneath my base? I love that FreeCam doesn't show me fully underground. Ooh, hello. Where is this? Right, so I dig down. Where? The sunken log there. Slightly in that ditch. Right. And I'm just going to dig straight down. Let's see if my sense of direction does in fact succeed. So, sunken log. Log. Good. Small ditch. Good. And then, dig. Will I fall into a ravine doing this? Almost definitely. Am I built diff? Yes. Down we go. Hello, Azurine. How do you do? Are you ready to be turned into some zinc for me? Well, you know what? I'll just grab the magnet for this, and I have created a hell for myself between the storage network and a backpack. I just have endless like menus to sift through. And because the buttons are like mapped right next to each other, it's V and B. So I use B for the terminal and V for the backpack. I constantly hit the wrong one, and I'm just like no, it's this one. And then I hit N by accident and pull up the claim map. And it's a whole thing every time. Wait, is that an iron node? What the? Okay. That would have been great to know about, like, 60 hours ago. When I first started. Let's hope this turns into a moderate amount of zinc. I mean, what's the rate on it, actually? So you crush it, right? And it's 30% chance for one. So, like, you crush a stack of blocks, you're looking at about 21 zinc. That's not awful. Oh no, I see. It's not an iron vein. It's an absurdly large iron node from my previous misadventures. From the ore generation incident TM. God, there's so much of this stuff here. What? I don't think I've seen a vein of, like, ore stone this big in a while. This is big, even for create standards. I mean, I'm not going to complain. It's like, it's free zinc. Right, we will take this up and see how much we get. Yes, that's the input. How much iron do I have? 1300. Yeah, that'll do for now. If I need more, I'm just gonna go dig that vein out, because I'll get an absurd amount anyway. Do you get... Actually, do you get XP nuggets for, like, crushing zinc and stuff? No. Right. Well, where are we up to? So, this box will now be done, because it's got those. This box, I was just waiting on these to make some vaults. So I'll make 2 stacks of those, that'll do. So I would now say that's pretty much done. And this one, yeah, this is why I needed this, because we wanted more of these. Okay, and then I am actually going to wash this. Normally I wouldn't. I've normally now not been bothering washing stuff because I've got all the byproducts, but I have been washing zinc and iron specifically because you get redstone from the iron. Not that I need it currently, but you get gunpowder from the zinc, which is pretty helpful. If I'm ever running particularly low on redstone, I'll wash the iron, but if not, I'll just use just the zinc at this point. Oh, well, that wasn't done. Hurry up, I'm getting bored of waiting for this to do its thing. Now. And now. And now. Oh, that one actually worked. Okay. You know what? 2 stacks. Pretty happy with that. That's gone actually remarkably well. Bam bam, bam bam. I just put my coal away. I still needed that. Bam bam. Whoops. At this point, I actually should just put blaze burners underneath all of these, shouldn't I? Been meaning to do this for a while. That'll do. And what did I need this for now? I've immediately forgot what I needed it for. Oh, right, funnels, yes. Funnels! Let's do that. 80, and then we've got smart chutes, and then we just need the tunnels, of which shouldn't be awful. We just do this, and I don't want too many of these. Maybe just make 16 of them. I don't use these too often. It's very rare that I do, so. That is the brass situation actually much better than when I started somehow. Throw that in there. And then what else do we put in here? We've got chutes, we've got smart chutes, we've got arms, tunnels, funnels. Is there anything else in particular, like item transportation wise? Well, I'll just do @create again, and I'll just have a look through. Putting some list filters and stuff like that wouldn't be the worst idea, but yeah, I think I actually said some weighted ejectors earlier. Wouldn't be the worst idea. Let's do 15 of them. Well, 16. Sure, we'll go with that. So that's that one done. So that's all of those kind of bits. Now is the really fun part of making about 700 million machines. Which I think I'm going to aim for a stack of each. So, mechanical things. So press, whisk, drill, saw, harvester, plow, roller, crafter, and then millstones, crushing wheels, deployers, portable storage. Oh, I should have put those in there actually. That would have been helpful. I think that's everything from base create that would be particularly helpful. Then I do have a couple of these extra machines, but I don't know what to do with them. I don't think I'm going to put like modded, I say modded, fucking create is modded, add-on machines in there particularly. Yeah, I think that will do us. Oh, I should do... Oh, fans, of course. I should do the catalysts as well. They will be handy to have. So how many items is that? That's 7, 14, 16. How many slots do we get in a toolbox? If it's 8, I'm actually going to pog. Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Well, I actually have one of each catalyst already. That's really good. Let's do... 32 fans. Oh, whoops. Guess I'm doing 33. Let's put that there, put them in the bottom. So they're off the list. And then we'll do our crushing wheels in here as well. Then in this one, we'll also put probably the mechanical crafters and the mechanical crafters, yes, I think so. I need to strip some more logs soon. The supplies are running low. That'll do for now. Ah, out of electron tubes. Oh, really? Well, brilliant. Ooh, that feels pretty bad. Alright. Well, I guess I'll just do them with that. Since I'm here. I don't think I need electron tubes for anything else now, though, so I think we should be okay. I'll just make as many as I can. So I'll put them in with the crushing wheels. And then... oh, god damn it, of course. I need them for the deployers! Ah! What am I out of? Redstone. Okay, that's not a problem, because I have blocks. Plenty more where that came from. Bam, bam, bam. Do these on here because it's quite a few. Okay. Dun, dun. Out of iron sheets. Oh boy. I'm actually going to need loads of these though, so might as well chuck a bunch in. Because all of these need sheets. So I very well may actually go and dig up that iron vein, because I don't think this is going to be enough. So we'll do these. Yeah, we're going to need so much iron. So many plates. Right. Oh god, I'm going to need a lot of brass actually for deployers. I didn't think about that. Let me get that going beforehand then. And I'm going to go grab a smattering of that iron. So... where's my whisk? There. Well. And where's the old hammer? This one does have fortune on it, so you can go to town. Yeah, so I don't know how many of you have, like, know the story behind this, but in case you missed, like, the episode where I talked about this, I literally think it's the first episode, actually, of the series. I downloaded a bigger ore veins mod, and by bigger, this is what they meant. But it really screwed with the ore generation of everything else, so I ended up having to remove it. But, because obviously I couldn't delete the chunks my base was built on, around my base, like, there's like a 100-odd block radius around my house, where these are just left over. So if I ever need, like, bulk iron, I just come dig one of these out. And especially with Fortune 3, they are just hilarious. The fact I can't even pick all of this stuff up. Let me grab the magnet, actually. I think I'm better off just throwing it all into the terminal and then crafting it up afterwards. Because just like that, you know, that's a casual 2 stacks of iron blocks that we've just got in, like, very little amount of time. Oh, and look at that, there's another one right here. Oh, God. They are a bit obscene, I will admit. Can I make that? Can I make it? Can I make it? Yes, I can. What? Okay, we'll throw those in to crush. Oh, a bit of extra zinc. Won't say no to that. Up. And just because I've used up so much redstone, I think I will actually wash this stuff because I could do with it. Ooh, and you know what? I'm gonna need loads of catalyst things as well. These take brass. Oh, they are expensive. I forgot about these. Yeah. Oh no, already. How much zinc do I have? Like 30. Okay, that's not great. What about with this? Okay. Well, that will make 2 stacks of zinc. Which will make 32 of these. Ooh. Well, I've already got... So I've got 1 of each already. I can have another 1 there, so that brings us 2. I'd like 16 of each. We might have enough brass to do that. If not, I'll just go get some more azurin, to be fair. It's not like it's that big of an issue. Empty catalysts. Okay. That would take us to 10 of each. You know what? Sure. I can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lava buckets. I think it's soul sand for these, right? Yep. Conveniently, I just happen to have 9 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4 water buckets, and then another 5. And then I think it's just netherrack for the other ones. So we'll get these done first, just because they're easy enough. And then that's really satisfying. I want to do that again. Oh no, I've messed it up. Oh no, we're good. My posture sucks. Well, if I want to sit like a shrimp and vegetate, you're not my dad. I have a big comfy thing. I am not in any pain. What else was I going to put in here? Millstones, that was it. Millstone. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, didn't mean to make 2 stacks of those, but oh well, guess we have. I do use those in building sometimes, so it's fine, I guess. And we'll get a dye, and we'll make this one yellow, sure. And we'll do this bands slash we'll just, you know what, I'll just call this machines number 2, and then the other one will be machined number 1. I'll make this one grey, I guess. There is no logic to my colouring system here. It's just... I've just vibed it. Right, so they're done, they're done. Did I do deploys? Oh no, I was going to put deploys there, wasn't I? Yeah, well, millstones. They work better with crushing wheels. Sure, so that's all together. That's fine, that's done, that's done. Rollers, they are... sure. They can just go in. I don't really use these very often. I'm not going to make any more. The deployers... They need brass sheets to make brass hands. 32, that sounds good to me. Uses? No, casing, of course. Behold a nerd. Is that in reference to me or yourself? Because I feel like the answer to that question is both. Yes, I see. I am impressed with myself, actually. I have torn myself away from various hyperfixations to actually make video progress in like the last 2 days. I've done like 2/3 of a video in 2 days. I don't know why, my brain was just like, yes, productivity time. We're gonna do stuff and we're gonna do it now. Oh, I never put those presses in. Although that being said, I did get momentarily sidetracked last night because I finally got round to testing out my airbrush for some 40k models. So this one isn't airbrushed, but this is just something I'm really proud of. I painted this last night. So I don't know, I can't believe I've actually not told this story the whole time. On Sunday, I went to a place which does like a car boot sale, but for Warhammer. It's literally, you book a table and you just take stuff that you want to get rid of, and you literally just sell. It's a car boot sale for Warhammer. It's great. I took my entire Tau army and a bunch of the stuff that was just clogging up my shelves. I sold basically everything. I made like £500. It was insane. But I went to that place with the intention of, if I sell out and I sell everything and I make a significant sum of money, I'm going to walk into their store with one army, sell it, and walk out with another that I have just purchased. And that is exactly what happened. So I walked in with 3,000 points of Tau, and I walked out with about 2,000 points of Soulblight Gravelords, and resultantly bought one of my favourite models I have ever painted. I have started this today. Well, I started this last night. Airbrushed all the ghostly bits on it. Some better lighting on it. It is absolute agony, but it does look real good. But other than that, I've actually been responsible and actually making videos for once. You never thought you'd hear that on this channel. Stack of saws. I feel like I should have way more saws than this. Ah! Right, that would do it. They're all still in the contraption. Ah well. Can't be bothered to get them out. Stack of drills. Uh-oh. Alloy supplies are looking pretty bad. Better get some more on the go. I like that I made literally 2,000 of it earlier, like at the start of the stream, and
C terminal. Narrator off.
and I still have blown through all of it. So we'll put saws, we'll put drills, they're done. Harvesters and plows. I'm not going to make as many of these. So these will make probably do 32 harvesters, and then even less plows because you know what? We'll go 48 of these actually. Oh man, okay. Great start. 48 of them, and then we'll do I don't know, like 8 plows. What are you actually even meant to use the mechanical plow for? I don't know what it actually does. What is its purpose? I've used them like once to pick up rails in a cart contraption. Yeah, you know what, 16. Should I make more rollers? That does mean I have to make more crushing wheels. I mean, how hard are they? It's like that for one. Nah, that'll be fine. Alright, so I think we're pretty stocked up there. Anything else that I need, I guess I can just use this, but it's really handy to just have it on hand. So like, yes, I know I have my terminal, which is infinite range. I can just grab from it. It's a bit of a pain when you have to constantly be flicking through. What I really like about the toolboxes is, like, for example, when I'm in range, I can just middle click the thing I want. And then, like, if it's nearby, I can just have it. And then I can also just clean up my inventory that quick. Which does remind me, one config I know I'm going to change because it's ass and I think it's stupid, is equipment toolbox range 10 is a stupid number. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make that bitch 64. Big range. Why not? Who cares? It's my world. Cry about it. Makes them actually usable. But yes, that sets us up pretty nicely for building the farm that I want to do. Is there anything I'm missing? Yeah, gantries. I'm gonna need a lot of gantry stuff. How cheap are they? Well, that's done. Oh, and that's that. Okay, there. Yeah, whatever. I'll just make those when it comes to it. And probably gonna need about 8 million lava buckets, but again, figure that out when I get to it. I think I've got everything, so I'm gonna disappear because I'm not gonna lie, I've been fidgeting for like the last 10 minutes because I really need to piss, but I knew I was close to being done, so I was holding out. But I really need to go to the bathroom, so I'm gonna end off stream. Thank you all, everybody, for coming by. I really appreciate it. Let me just get up the page. The video will probably be coming out hopefully next week. Just depends on when my editor can get back to me with it. So I'll probably be finishing up the recording tomorrow or the day after by the time it's done. And it'll probably take a few days. So yeah, probably next weekend maybe at the earliest, but we'll see. I might just put a post up if there's any delays or anything like that, so stay tuned. Check the Discord, all that crap. Are my commands working? That's Discord, Skeege. Good job, idiot. Discord. Nope, commands don't work. Either way, Discord links in the description, all that stuff, so do that, and I'll see you all later. That's my microphone. Bye!